Yeah, nigga, what the fuck are you holding your breath for?
No, because now you two get to gang up on me.
I wasn't even doing
The fuck you weren't.
You was... Everybody that I knew from the go. I know hoes that was right, but I knew they was wrong.
Like it. You sounded like a game show host. Like,
This is the Minority Plus One podcast. Chill.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the show. It's the king of the Heffries. It's Oreo. We are back once again with season fucking 2, and as always, to my left, we got my co-host, Tyler. Tell them, who are you?
it's Sam Crystal.
And I'm your host, Steve, and this is the Minority Plus One podcast. Yeah. So, obviously, Britt is not here. She is under the weather.
She's not feeling well.
And I am saying disclaimer off rip.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a little high.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I feel like it's a good day to be kind of, sort of.
Why?
Because Sam, it's done.
Oh, yeah. Steve's apartment's done. Finally.
It's been 6 months.
First of all, I didn't realize it'd been 6 months. It feels like he only been back at his mom's for like 3 months.
Yeah,
6 months?
It's been 6.
Chill.
I honestly thought it was a year. And that's no shot at my Dukes. There's no shot at you. But
it's hard.
I have grown accustomed to just being by myself.
No noises.
At all. And as much as I love my mom's cat, that little fucker gets on my nerves.
Aww.
But other than that, you know.
Yeah.
Such and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it.
All right. Yeah, nothing going on with me. But I do want to give a update on our brick bitch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was going to hope to God that you were going to bring this up.
We've been talking about it. We talked about it last week, the young lady that allegedly got hit in the face with a brick in Houston. Mm-hmm. We told y'all last week, you know, the guy broke his silence.
It was so stupid.
It was
still the dumbest thing.
Just so much. But she was on the run. So they were trying to get her.
Wait, hold on. I told you they were going to catch her.
Yeah, they did catch her.
Come on. She went to Jamaica. It ain't
man.
She went fucking somewhere where there's no extra. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. So this chick.
Extradition.
Yeah, this chick, brick lady, surrendered to Houston Police Department and was later freed on a $10,000 bail. And she had to surrender her passport. She had to. Somebody bailed her. Either she bailed herself out or somebody bailed her out.
Yeah,
you know, people were on the internet because she got a huge ass, like fat ass.
Oh, yo,
like,
I'm
dumped
sorry.
like a truck. Like that shit was.
She's
huge. What do you mean?
On a drunk night.
Not for nothing. She's beautiful. She's really good looking, and she got the tonka. I think somebody bailed her ass out. She's good.
Of course.
She ain't gonna do no time.
Of course.
Not with that ass. She's not allowed to do no time. But anyway, let's see. You want to get into some minority sport?
Absolutely. Since we didn't get a chance to do it last week, it is finally back, and we are finally back on YouTube. We finally fucking missed you all. So, yes, I would absolutely love to get into minority support because I'm so happy that we finally get to do this segment again because we love our fans.
Ray, you could pull up the last episode.
And like I said, disclaimer, guys. So if I'm acting all woo, you've been warned.
You just sound excited and happy.
I really kind of am.
Okay. So last week's episode
entitled Soul for Real.
Soul for Real. Shout out to Kings of Culture. He says season 2 hearts. Shout out to the DJ Playboy
Playboy
podcast, new intro alert, and he says loves it. Here goes Steve. Our guy Leo, we missed you, Leo. Thanks. He had hit me up and was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?"
I'm trying to tell you, we're important to some people.
We took almost like a 3-week hiatus, y'all. So we're back though.
Yes.
And he says Mardi Gras equals titties.
Preach.
You know, again, I went in 2016. I ain't seen no titties. It was cold though, so maybe I don't know. Hopefully Brittany will get to see some titties. And then Fontaine Flashy gives us, he's always
yes,
a rider,
always. Oh,
always
and he actually said he actually goes to Untouchable Studios.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Shout out to Be Easy from Untouched,
Yep,
right?
Untouched
Studios. We
Did
actually
I say Untouchable?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Untouched. My bad, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Be Easy. We actually got to come see you, dog. We're supposed to do his podcast soon, so make sure y'all look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Leo says, I do the grape thing. It's just a tradition. So Brittany, like last episode, talked about how she ate grapes.
She didn't eat. She put grapes in her
crotch.
I don't give a damn. Look, all I know is that Leo, I'm now calling you grape nuts. All right.
Literally.
So
she just, she ate grapes. It was a tradition. You eat 12 grapes before the stroke of midnight.
No, I don't think you're supposed to eat them.
No, you are. You eat them each minute before the stroke of midnight, and then it's supposed to be like good luck for love. Like, it's supposed to help love.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
I don't fucking.
All right.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Well, wait. Leo didn't say if it worked or not.
No, Leo's married.
Oh,
man.
shit, it works. Yeah, maybe I gotta try.
Maybe that's how he found his wife.
Wait, but did you use what grapes? Did the green grapes or the red grapes?
Concords.
Like, what happens if you, like, does it matter the color of the grape? We need more answers.
Do you want to hop in yet into guess what friend it is, or you want to wait until we introduce our guests?
I think we should wait.
Okay.
Because I always enjoy the guessing and the expressions of people who don't know us oh so well.
So, as you guys know, we actually already filmed these two guys. We already interviewed them.
And
that's the episode that just deleted, that it's fucked up, and but they came back. So we got two special guests. Our first guest is a real estate investor, consultant, entrepreneur. Our second guest is a former NBA player and the head coach of the Albany Patroons. We got Donovan Rhoden and Derrick Roland.
Yeah. And yo, that one's for you, Britt. Such a sec. Oh man, your water cannons, everything.
That should be our rap name, DR, because y'all both got the DR initials.
Oh, but thank you guys so much for coming back, even after the mishap, because that episode was absolutely fantastic, and we're just grateful that you guys came back. That means you must really like us.
Yeah, we do.
Hey.
Awesome, because you guys were awesome. So I'm really excited for this again. So Sam, now should we kick off Guess the Friend?
Okay. Do you guys remember when you guys were here last time? We did Guess What Friend It Is. We played the clip. So Guess What Friend It Is a segment we do where any of us choose a clip that represents any three in the room, right? Mm-hmm. So you guys guessed it right. It was the Medea clip talking about, when you act like with certain music make you like bring back your whole face or whatever. And it was me, right? So that clip represented me. Last week, Steve did one. Producer Babe, could you play the clip from last week? Now, this is from the movie Dogma, right?
Yep.
All right.
But that's all right. We'll make sure you have it. Have you guys never seen this movie?
Is that
Yes, that's Snape.
Alanis Morissette?
Yes, that is.
Wow.
Yes. Such an underrated movie too. I don't care what nobody says. It's so underrated.
All right, pause
So
it.
for anybody watching,
So we can't play the whole thing because we had got a copyright strike last time because of this clip, because it's what is it? Entertainment, Fox Entertainment.
it just means we just can't get. We're not even monetized. We're not gonna get in trouble.
But you don't want to keep getting strikes.
It's not a strike.
Anyway, viewers, make sure you tune into our YouTube to look at these clips.
Yes.
If you're listening audio, you're not gonna see. You have to watch the clips. So it's all on our MinorityPlus1 podcast. All right, Steve. So who was who? Like,
all right. Well, obviously you guys actually all got it right.
So Brittany was God.
Yes.
I was for Professor Snape.
Yes.
And you were, yeah, okay. Why I gotta be Professor Snape for though?
No, it's who Snape represents.
What did he represent?
He's the voice of God. She's mute. She doesn't talk, so he's the voice of God.
How does that apply to me though?
Because sometimes you be having to speak for Brittany when she can't speak for herself.
Oh.
It's a compliment.
Okay.
See, you try to be nice to your fucking co-host.
No, thank you,
and all this other shit. And this is the fucking things you get.
Listen,
you know what?
listen.
No more nice. Only mean Steve from now on.
All right.
Okay.
So I got a clip this week. Producer Bay, could you play the clip? It's my week to do guess what friend it is. So you guys have to guess. Before you play the producer bait, it says me trying to drop hints to my crush.
Oh, shit. This is definitely me. Annie's rocking Naruto. It's me.
You'll see.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
All right.
Oh,
so
shit,
that's
wait.
clearly a TD Jakes serve, right? Made a joke of it. You guys kind of know this, right? Who? Let's start with Donovan. Who do you think that clip represents?
Culture.
What?
Awesome.
Okay.
I concur.
So he
gets a
producer
ding
Bay.
for that.
He says producer Bay.
Ding.
What about you, Coach?
I don't know, Steve.
Steve.
He said me. Thanks, Coach. You know what? Patroon.
Okay.
I think.
All right,
I think because
But-
I'm going. That's part me, but I see more Brit.
Okay, so make sure you guys tune in next week. Tune in next week for the answer, but make sure you drop down below what your guesses.
Because definitely the shirt.
He
oh,
had
man.
it was a Tom and Jerry shirt. It wasn't Naruto.
That wasn't Tom and
Like
Jerry.
3 hints before it even, when it popped up. So
Oh.
it kind of swayed me a little bit.
Oh shit! All right, you know what? Fair enough.
Swallowed. Okay. You haven't been swallowed. But yeah, okay, that's your guesses?
Yeah.
All right.
So now that we got all the fun stuff out the way, it's time to get into some even more fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, tell us more about. Can you tell us about yourselves, like what you do for a living, how you even got into coaching?
Yes, I'm a professional basketball coach at this time. I'm a former player. I played from high school to college to the pros. Mm-hmm. I've played all over the world. I played in Europe. I played with the Milwaukee Bucks for a stint.
Wow.
And I just traveled the world playing basketball. I retired a long time ago, maybe, 20 years or so
You ain't
ago.
got to tell him. You ain't got to tell him.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm trying to, because everybody can get the numbers right. They know I'm old.
It's all good.
But, after my playing days, I got into the coaching aspect of it, because it was something that I did and have a passion for it. I have a way to communicate with players. And I was fortunate enough to travel some roads that was very informative to me. And, that's my way of giving back into a sense, because I can speed the process up for success for a lot of players and people, and just not in basketball, in life in general. I've been at the highest spectrum and the lowest side of it. So that's a blessing to be able to be on both sides of it. And now as a coach, I'm a leader of men, and I've had success doing that. And right now in my life, I'm having fun. My family's good, and we're just looking forward to the future.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. And how about you, DR?
Well, where do you want me to start?
Actually, start from the beginning. Like, there's no time limit.
I'm a real estate investor. I've done so for many years. Left it alone for a minute when the market crashed. Got back into it in about 2018. In between, I had and I still do. I was in the credit repair space, and I'm still in that space right now. Yeah. So Albany is I've made a lot of good investments here in Albany, and
Anything that any of us might know?
Lark Street. That was my first
down the street?
flip that I did in Albany. I still remember it like yesterday. But yeah, I've
That used to be a hot street too.
Yeah, true.
Like Lark Street would be compared, I guess, to New York City Soho. It used to be so like full of life.
It was a main strip here in Albany
not
with just
anymore.
bars. You could bar hop, pizza, food,
Tattoo
restaurant,
places,
tattoos.
piercings,
It was a what happening? I know that's dated. Shut your face.
It was happening.
It was happening.
I would say Albany was definitely happening in the late 80s through the mid 2000s and so on until, you know what I mean? I think when it was really happening more so in the 80s. I think there was every night there was somewhere you could go in the mid 80s.
So where was the spot
Yes.
in the 80s? You guys tell
Sure.
me.
288 Lark.
288.
Remember the 288 Lark?
48 Lark, you had
That was it.
QE2 right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Central Avenue, you had what are the other clubs?
Savannah's
Savannah's.
downtown, like a jazz spot. spot.
Okay.
Would that be where like Pearl Street Pub was at? Because when I was
Well,
when I was old enough to go to the bar,
Right on that
it was like Pearl Street Pub.
Yeah, Pearl Street Pub,
Yeah,
Pearl Street Pub.
Jillian's, yeah.
Oh yeah. So
I
you were in
used
the
to
newer. You were in the newer Albany age.
Yeah.
That wasn't the. Well, it was fun for you guys, but I'm saying for us, man. Listen, there was somewhere we could go literally every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Live entertainment, most places.
Yeah. I mean, you had Uptown, you had the Fat Cat, then you had LP's over the way.
Guido's Playroom.
Yeah.
Guido's Playroom.
I'm sorry, they just
That's
had
going
way
way
better
back.
names.
That's going
back
way
then.
back.
They had way better names for stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because now Albany's just so dead, and we would be considered like a college state because there was
Used to be.
You know, being that St. Rose is closed now also, but like it used to when I was going out, when I was 21 and going out, it was lit. It was like college parties all through the college ghetto, and like it used to be so much fun, and now it's
Man.
like there's
Yeah.
nothing.
By the way, I used to own a nightclub here in it was in the village of Colony. It was called Club Extreme.
Ooh,
So
extreme.
Yeah, they was only there for I think we were only open for about a year and a few months, maybe 7 months or so.
That is a hard.
In the old Garcia's building on Central Ave, I think
Oh,
it's now
okay.
Goldstein. It's a Goldstein dealership now,
Oh, wow.
Mitsubishi
Was it
dealership.
lit?
It was definitely lit. We were
Or
famous
whatever they called
for.
it back then. They never even called it lit. It was called like
Nah, that's
popping.
I actually think they were saying happening.
They said it was happening. Yeah.
yeah. So me and a couple of my real estate investor buddies, we went in and opened up this club called Club Extreme, and we got our fame for the Thong Thursday parties, which
Awesome.
You got some freaks.
my
This was the 80s. Hold on. This was the 80s.
This when the
right?
Thong
yeah.
song was out.
So it was the 90s. No, 2000.
So no, that's no.
Yeah, like
2000?
2000. Yeah.
Early 2000.
2000s was a freaky time. Because then they had like BET Uncut and
That was awesome.
Remember that?
When
Yeah.
Nelly swiped the credit card down the girl's cracking her
And
ass.
that's so PG now compared to what we see on Instagram.
Straight up.
So okay, Thong Thursdays.
On Thursdays, man, we would have like 1,500 people at the door. I mean, that place would kill on that night, But that's not my lifestyle, I don't want to be up till I don't want to be out there till 4 a.m. every night, and then you got to get up and do what you do during the day.
Coach, you went to Thong Thursdays?
D, I don't know.
I don't
think I
remember
was
seeing
here.
you over
I
there.
don't know if I was here. I was playing ball back then, man.
probably don't remember.
I was probably practicing and shit.
Yeah,
Being focused.
staying focused.
So, DR,
yeah.
like, have you always been like an entrepreneur, or have you like worked for people? And, like, grown?
I have worked for people. I started out in I've been working since I was 14 years old, and I started out in housekeeping. Actually, my first job was working at a bus company cleaning buses.
Okay.
Coach buses and school buses and stuff. And I lost that job. Yeah, but anyway, I lost that job because I was hot rodding around the yard with the bus.
I can't even get mad at it.
You know what I mean? It was just some of the buses you get to learn them, and some were faster than some. You know what I mean? So we would be parking the bus, and I don't know, one day I came around the corner and just floored it.
Awesome.
And the owner happened to be coming out of the shop. I didn't see him, and I'd been warned before. So he told me to go get my pink slip.
Damn.
Yeah. At first I was like, man, you really fire me just now? Because my cousin was like the boss over there. So I went to my cousin and be like, yo, Lou said I got to get my pink slip. What that all mean?
You gotta go home.
Anyway, I did get fired. So I picked
It's a
up.
blessing, right? It's like
Yo.
at the time you're devastated, you're so fucking pissed. You're like, what am I gonna do? And
Listen, that was a good job back then in high school. I mean,
Yeah.
I was getting $4 an hour back then to clean the buses.
Getting fired.
That was more than minimum
Yeah.
wage. More than minimum wage. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
that was more than minimum wage then?
That was more than minimum wage then.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
when
nuts.
I started working, I was 16 and it was $6.25 an hour. That was minimum wage.
Yeah. So,
What's it,
you see how
15
the
now?
cost.
Is it up to 15?
Yep.
Yeah.
15 now. And that's not enough,
Yeah. So you can see how how the cost of money has the value of the money has depreciated, through inflation and stuff over the years, right?
Yeah.
So
But We have to hold that thought because we gotta take a break. And we're back. Sam, you had questions?
Do I have questions?
Yeah, you said you wanted to lead off.
Absolutely not. We got guests here for no damn reason.
Oh, I do
Jesus
know. I'm trying to get in there.
All right, so I know you guys are huge in the community, right? Is there anything coming up that you guys are planning within the community or what you have done in the past?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff coming up with myself and the Albany Patroons. We are visiting schools at least twice a week during the season. We go to elementary schools, junior high, high school, just to interact with the kids, give them some tips, motivate them, anything that we can do to push them and reaching some of the goals that they have for each other. So we're in the schools. My season starts March 1st. And as I said last time, all kids are in free. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So any kid can come to our game and
That's awesome.
hang out with the players and take pictures and just try to, for me as a kid, I remember going to a professional basketball game and meeting professional players. It was the light of my life.
It's crazy.
I mean,
I went to a few Patroon games back when I was a kid too. Mm-hmm. And I was like, my God. First off, everybody's just taller than me. It's always been like that, and everybody just seemed like monsters, and I'm just like, oh my God. That's so I have that same kind of experience as well with it.
Yeah, and we have a not-for-profit organization, Cap City Hoops, and we're just getting involved with other organizations and assisting them in some of their goals, and we have some personal stuff. We're working doing camps and clinics and just anything that we can do. And not only kids, adults, elderlies, just anything we can do to be a positive image in the community. So that's a big focus of us as an organization. And I think any organization, whether it's the Knicks, the Lakers, the Yankees, the community impact is the biggest.
Important, right? Because that's who's coming to see you guys. That's who's buying tickets. So you have to.
Right. And it's the right thing to do because we know how big of a hook sports is for our youth. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you watch these games on TV, 50, 60,000 people at these games, and it's just insane.
Crazy.
So we try to take advantage of that and just keep influencing people, and that's what life is about. It's what we can do for other people. So
that's awesome.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I did have one question. What are some of the benefits of coming up through teams like the Patroons?
Well, the Patroons is like back when I played, we were like a farm team,
right,
to the New York Knicks. So we
it was like the River Rats. Because they were a farm team for the New Jersey Devils.
It's like the D League is now.
Okay.
So it's an opportunity to play when you wouldn't have an opportunity, because if you don't make the big league, and you have to go home and get a job doing something else, right, if there wasn't other opportunities. So it's just a great way for players to develop, coaches develop. It brings a high level of basketball to a lot of cities that wouldn't have it otherwise. But as far as the players go, many guys have gone on to the NBA from the Patroons. We have probably the highest number of players that started here and went to the NBA.
Wow.
Right.
That's
don't forget
amazing.
about you too. You was in there.
Yes.
Don't forget.
I had,
See, Coach is humble.
He's steady humble. He's like, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like getting there. It was the journey to get there.
Right.
The stuff that you develop along the way as a person. You find out a lot about yourself because it's very, very difficult to get to that level. So you have to eat, sleep, and drink it. You find out all the life principles and the laws of success, and you go through the whole gamut of trying to be the best you can be. Your diet, what you do, where you go, how hard you work, how many miles you run, how many weights you lift. It's just a whole thing that comes with being a successful athlete.
It's not as easy as it looks.
I definitely don't.
You guys get these $1 million contracts, and people are like,
I don't think they understand the amount
how
of
much dedication
it really takes because of all the distractions, and simply just you got to do it when you don't feel tired, and then even when you feel exhausted, and then somebody out there is coming for your neck every damn day,
and you have to have the ability to do it. There's more brain surgeons than there are NBA players. It's just
it's a special class.
It's a crapshoot.
It's a special class of people, man. It's
really
amazing.
Made it.
So with all that being said, but at the end of the day, it's not about what you do after that, how it prepares you for life. What journey did it take you on? With your own family, with your opportunity. Like for me, my greatest things was traveling the world. I lived in like 4 or 5 different countries.
That's amazing.
Just traveled the world playing basketball.
What were some of the countries you got to play in?
I played in France for 4 years. I played in the Philippines.
Okay.
I played in Israel. And I just toured Europe. And great experience. I'm people cheering for you. Don't speak any English. I'm talking to kids. Don't speak no Hebrew. But
Yep.
I'm just waving and giving sign. I don't know what I was doing, but they were clapping.
That's awesome.
So yes, but all that kind of stuff is something that I was blessed to and fortunate to experience. So I try to give that back to some of the kids and some of my experiences. And so far, I mean, life is it's good. It's not about, for me, it's not about the fortune and fame. It's just about your lifestyle, your health, and being happy.
That's
the journey,
awesome.
like you said, just the life journey.
Yes, it's a great one. Yeah.
That's really good.
Damn, Coach, you really polished.
That's
with
right,
this
man.
thing, man.
That's right.
No, I I was chosen. I think sometimes in life, because if I wanted to be a jockey, it wouldn't have worked out for me.
Yes.
So you got to be chosen. So I was built to play basketball, and that's what I did. And so I, like for me, my motivation was, growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. We were just like, back in the day, average 2 parents working, not making a whole lot of money, but it's the.
Did you play basketball in Converse sneakers back in the day?
I played.
Like Dr. Dre and all
Wait,
that?
back up.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
Chuck
did?
Taylors.
Yo,
yes.
those
wow.
shits are
I remember
so
I used to
flat.
go to the store and get the sneakers that was
and hard.
in the basket tied with the strings. You remember those?
Yes. Oh my Lord.
You go to the grocery store and your mother will see some sneakers over there tied up in the basket.
Yeah, hey guys. Walmart wasn't the first to sell shoes.
You gotta.
Wait, so Converse were the official NBA shoe, right?
Well, that was the most popular starting out. Converse Pro Cats, then Adidas. I played in Adidas in college, and then as a pro, I played in Dr. J's. Julius Erving.
Converse.
I don't know, man. Converse got to be the most uncomfortable pair of sneakers I ever
you can't
wore.
even walk around for me in Converse because I don't know how players
played
did it. Now you
basketball.
gotta get your ankles taped. They got all this protection. Back in the day, you just put on those.
My friend, that's all he would wear. Wear Converse. I'm like, dude, he tried to get me. I was like, these suck.
I love them. I do, but they cut your toes up in the front, that rubber part, and there's no cushion. None of that.
Sorry to
But they
all
didn't
y'all
have
Chuck
the
Taylor
knowledge
lovers,
that
but
they do now. What the damage that basketball will do to your feet and your body if you don't wear the right stuff, right? Like remember football, they wore leather helmets. Like what? Like, so now that they know you need shoes that come a little high tops that come above the ankle for ankle protection.
But they don't wear those anymore.
They don't even wear. They look.
Everybody. Like I had a training camp last week. It was like a free agent camp for local players and a few players from Boston, New Jersey. And I'm looking on the court. Not one player had on high tops. The whole group had on low tops. I've never played a game of basketball in low tops in my life.
That's crazy. I roll my ankle walking. So I did have this idea though, Coach, and I think I can help with a couple of wins. Just hear me out.
Hey, I'm all for that.
All right, listen. Okay. How about you start putting it out there that you found Steph Curry's long lost brother, right?
Right.
All right. I kind of look like him. I can dye the hair a little bit, right? And now, mind you, I can't shoot for shit, but I can act like I can.
Right.
All right. And I'm playing some pretty good D. I think I'm better than producer over there.
Oh, I heard producer has some game. That's what I hear. Now
he's almost there. Like if he wins the next game, he win the championship.
Oh man!
You know what, Cole?
Like
just
that.
have a clap.
Don't sleep on producer bag.
First, he's got. You know what? That always means love when you do that. So you're laughing over that. I can tell. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I just drew a blank. My bad.
No, we're talking about the
you were talking
sneakers
about how
and
you are Steph Curry's twin brother.
I'm just saying. First off, I was trying to get a joke off. Forgive me if it didn't land. All right.
I mean,
Well, I was serious for a minute. You talk about winning. I got serious.
Yeah, you know what?
Are you guys about to
I
get into a
apologize.
quarrel?
Oh, no. This is what we do. This is what we do. No, she knows.
I mean,
What?
You know, you quarrel with your
What?
friends
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Don't mean you don't love them, you know.
No,
but
no.
Oh, no. This is what the fans come
could,
for.
Hey, listen, let me tell you what we could do, because we've
wanna give him a
we've
try?
had
No,
reporters.
please don't. I'll die.
I can get you out there.
I'll
throw
die.
you in a uniform.
I'll die. I'll
Make
come
sure
on,
you
Steve.
What?
make sure you get a
Shoot
bucket,
a little.
and it would be great for the show.
duck it.
It would be
Look,
great
you
for
know
the
what?
show.
How about a halftime show?
No, great for this show.
Yeah.
Come
great for this show.
Check of them,
You
You know what?
Do you
Hold
have
on.
time?
Did he
Hold
make
on.
it through the
Mr.
day
Beast
would be
did
the
it.
question.
I can do it. Mr. Beast did it. He got to play for the NFL for a quick game. He had a contract, everything. I can do it. How you know I can't? I bet you I can make a shot.
I think you can.
I bet you I could.
Actually.
Look, I'm doing speed dating. Look, tune in. I'm gonna try out and not make it.
This is
Hey, I
Steve.
got some room to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So don't, so be careful, Steve, because we'll have you out there.
No, I'm dead ass. I need a challenge in my life. I am being dead serious.
Well,
I
this
need
is-
to be
this is
challenged
New Year,
by
new-
people who are
New
better
Year,
than me
new Steve.
at
He's
shit.
on his new shit.
So honestly, I suck at basketball. I always have. I'll try it. If you are willing to show me, I am willing to learn.
No doubt.
Oh boy, that's a tough one, Steve. You might have to get
Wait, you
producer
can
out
teach
there.
the kids how to
Get
grow
producer,
folks.
Steve. You got to know a little something, dog. We
I
got
know a little bit. I can
Do you?
dribble. I can do between the legs a little
Wait,
bit.
you can dribble?
Yeah, Sam. All right, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm just trying.
I'm not that vanilla.
Okay.
I'm not that new. I actually am quite athletic.
Really?
Yes, I am quite athletic.
Does anybody here play tennis?
No.
No.
I know you like to play tennis, right?
No, he's an excellent tennis.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's my thing.
You know what? I
I was just trying to take it off the basketball.
No, that's-
God damn, man.
I try to play tennis a little bit.
Yeah,
I do. I
Anytime
like
you ready to come out.
Yeah, I wanna
Anytime you
play.
ready to come out.
pickleball. Pickleball's the new thing. That seems a little easier.
I want to learn.
You know, when you're a real
tennis.
tennis player, you just can't.
Just can't. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. I mean, I get invited to a lot of pickleball stuff, but I can't see it. You know, I like the whole.
I
hit the
never
ball hard,
I never
you know?
got
Yeah.
tennis. I never understood it. I never
never
could
played.
grasp it. I never could
you
watch
guys
it.
like watching Coco Golf and what she's doing. Well,
she's killing
She's
them.
a black tennis player, and she's
What's her name?
Coco Golf.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, I don't think
I heard about her.
Yeah.
She just lost. I think she just lost in the Australian Open.
Australian Open.
Really?
But
Yeah.
she just won a major. she's
won.
a
I
major.
think
She's
she
young too,
won-
right?
Didn't she win?
She's
the
like
US
really
Open?
young.
Yeah, she won. Yeah,
Yes, she is.
Let me
yeah, she's
tell
a
you.
beast.
Yeah, she is incredible.
Those tennis players, they are beasts. Like you
Like
said,
Serena. Serena
Yeah.
is just at a whole nother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was just wow. Like, that's the only
Serena's a whole
She
nother
was just
level.
wow.
Athletes,
Yeah.
male,
she
female
should
of all
have
time.
had a kid with another athlete. That kid would be fucking.
True.
Does she have,
Well, first off,
does she
she's
have any
doing-
kids?
She
Yes,
does.
she has two daughters.
She has two amazing little mixed kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The father, he was the owner of Reddit.
He was one of the founders of
He was
Reddit.
one
Yeah.
of the founders of Reddit, so he's a multimillionaire. She
Yeah,
did the right
so-
thing. You know, she felt
Whatever
like
makes
she
you
even-
happy, you
Yeah,
know?
but she even felt like
I thought she was gonna go to Africa and get in the jungle, find one of them brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
because the
problem
way
is,
she's built,
she
I
is
mean,
built-
she would have been
she's
like,
She's a
a
stacked
live
girl.
woman. She's stacked. Like she's a
Stacked.
stallion. And I think the problem was it's like in the industry for her because of her body type. Like she even said it. Like black men didn't want her. They didn't like her.
I'm shocked. I'll be
know
honest
about
with you.
that.
I don't know about all
I
that.
think they
I
were intimidated
think-
by her. To be honest,
I-
like her,
I don't know.
she's Serena.
Yo,
Like come on,
come on now.
Serena.
I'd have shot
I
my shot.
doubt it. I doubt it. I,
I
just
mean,
think
you
that
got-
homeboy spit his game, and then that's what happened. You know what I mean?
Nah, yo, black women. Listen, black women have a tough time finding men. Like we're the least desired group.
That's a myth.
That's a myth.
It is a
It's
myth.
certainly a
I
myth.
don't-
It's a
that's not
100%
true.
myth.
It's a myth.
So all three I date nothing but black women.
Sam, you know my track record.
All right, I give it to Steve. I ain't never seen him with a white woman.
Well,
First and foremost, first off, I have dated white women.
Wait, hold on.
And just white women don't like me.
They
So-
don't?
No, nobody likes me.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy.
No, but no, real, white women do not like me. Like white women want
I
to
would
make
think
people
they
like
would
me,
because
but
they
they
like
do not
biracial.
like me.
They probably sense your DNA really black, right?
No, they just don't like me as like
That was a
dating
joke,
choice.
dog. That was a joke.
Oh shit,
That
my
was-
bad.
He took that. He's like, well, yeah.
No,
I just think whatever.
you know something. When it comes to women, I mean, I go by who who that person is and how I feel about
Thank you.
things of that. Yeah, not the color.
Amen.
Not everyone will. Not everyone will agree with me when it comes to like my own race, my sisters and brothers. Some of them, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, nobody could walk in your shoe, and they don't know what road you went down.
So yeah, go ahead.
I
was like, let me ask.
For me, I went from Brooklyn.
You just unleashed.
I was about to say.
That's what I was going to not even answer.
I mean, I'll keep it 100 with you, right? I'll keep it 100 with you. So, we grew up in an era where it was just black and white TV, right? When I first, started seeing and recognizing what TV really was back in Jamaica, where I grew up till I was 13 or so, right? And all the people that you saw on TV that was having anything called fun and living what you thought life was going to be were white folks.
The fact.
And everything that we saw on TV when it came to black folks was chaos. The cops are chasing them. This has been going on since the 70s, right? And way before that, but I'm saying now they have it on TV.
Yeah, now it's more available on TV.
Right. So, those things influence my thought process as a child coming up. And so I kind of always had this little fascination with white girls. I can't lie about that. But I've been engaged twice.
Jamaican to you.
I've been engaged twice, and it were both times the black women. I love black women, but it just the circles in my life and where I'm at geographically and things of that nature.
I mean, you're right.
It's that the pickings are slim, right? But I ain't using that no excuse. I'm just saying I do love black women.
Okay, so you guys say you like all women, you like black women. How do you feel about black women dating white men? I feel like that's such an issue.
How else do I get here, Sam? We need this.
How you feel about it, Coach?
Black women dating white. Your mother is white.
We need all the mixed people we can in life. By all means, I am calling out to all my whites and my blacks. I need y'all to start reproducing more of us because we are the future, and whoever don't like it, fuck you.
Why I say that is because no one bats an eyelash when a black man dates a white woman.
It's the complete opposite. It is the opposite.
I don't know. I used to get some crazy looks.
You gonna get looks, but it's like we expect that because stereotypically white women are more submissive and they got good credit, so they hook y'all up. When y'all down and all that. But then when a black woman,
I don't like the assumption that you're assuming that they're down.
With that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You said the credit was good.
Oh boy. Now you got it.
He's hot button.
Sam, you can spark up.
I unleashed.
Get her, please.
Oh my God. Please, so you're saying no one bats an eye when a black man dates a white woman?
Yeah, it's because it's. I don't know. wait, you're not gonna pick up the thing.
This.
I never really see that. I mean, you got people that will call you a sellout, right? Other black women,
right?
But your brothers be like, oh, you don't get that snow bunny. You know what I mean? Get that. It's good credit. Like she'll hook you up. Her family is family with this family and this.
Sam, I'm just curious. Like, where do these assumptions come from?
I see it though. Okay, this is my theory, right? I used to always
wonder.
See this? Okay, I used to always wonder why these hood niggas out here don't have anything. They're like couch surfing. They're homeless sexuals, right? They're on everybody's couch, and all they have to do is get them a white girl, crack her back, and take her credit, and just get your shit, lift off, get your shit.
You think that's the way out the hood?
Yeah, I do.
It's one of them.
What you said? It's one of them.
It's truly one of them.
Well, I mean, it could go both ways because anybody could take you out of the hood. You know what I'm saying? Could take you to the next level. But again, I just feel like whatever.
I mean, for credit, good, it helps.
I know.
Don't abuse it.
No,
use it, but don't abuse it.
No. It's. I just think it's a lot of reasons why people do a lot of things, and for me in particular, it's about the woman. Her just her way of life, who she is, how she carries herself. It's a lot of things that go into it. And if somebody shows you that they care for you, if you accept it.
You like white women or not, Coach?
He said he likes everybody.
I've dated white women before, and
Hold on. The question is, you got the fever, Coach?
You get jungle fever.
Do I have jungle fever?
You have jungle fever?
No, my temperature's perfect. I'm 98.6.
That's a good answer.
That was great.
I'm 98.6.
I was such a
I am well. That is a fire response.
Yes.
Look, man.
Wow.
D, you got the fever, bro?
I just learned something.
Temperature good too.
Okay.
No, but I mean,
You got a whole
lie.
He done took a couple.
Look, I can't lie and say. I can't lie and say. I ain't go through a period where my temperature when fever was was over 100. Was over 102. Yeah.
Do you know what they say about that white hot?
What they say?
Sometimes it's hard to take a break.
Lord.
What? That was good.
We gotta take a break. And we're back. So I'm gonna wrap up white women for y'all because
She couldn't wait to get back to that.
White
You
women,
wrap it up.
wrap it up. But Donovan said he said he paved the way for you motherfuckers.
That's awesome.
He said on the break, he paved the way for y'all. He said, what kind of white women was you getting back in the day?
I don't know if it's a good example for you to follow or not. I just think you got to go with whatever you feeling, and be ready to be. Well, I don't think you're as criticized nowadays. I think it's a lot more accepted. You're starting to see a lot more of it. Yeah. But
every Cheerios commercial has a mixed couple.
You used to always see the real skinny brothers walking around with the real heavy set, white girls, and that became a stereotype.
That's what I meant.
That became a stereotype.
That's what I was trying to say, Sam. But you need to be more specific.
Yeah, sorry. A fat white girl in the hood, and her family got money, but she in the hood because she.
What's she doing in the hood?
Because she like Black D, and it took her down a spiral to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? She's got a whole bunch of black babies.
Whoa!
You know what I'm talking about?
Whoa!
I don't know Coach though, but I know you know what I'm talking about.
First and foremost, you will not disrespect my mixed race. All right, you will refer to them as the lovely mixed race babies.
The biracial babies.
She's
got a whole bunch of biracial babies and baby daddies.
I got a whole bunch of biracial babies, and they're beautiful.
Yeah. There we go.
I do have one all chocolate, beautiful daughter.
There we go.
But yeah, my surroundings.
Wait, their moms are Hispanic? Their moms? You said biracial.
Biracial? No, their moms are Caucasian.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Caucasian. Yeah.
Sam, you just got done kicking his back in, and now you're like, hey, you have some Steven.
That shit I said earlier, forget about it, man.
I'm so glad everybody gets to see what I got to work with.
No,
I got 7 kids, but 6 of them are mixed with moms are white. And I don't know. To me, I look at them as black kids because they're my kids,
so
and
that's why
they
I said
look
black babies.
They look black to me. They look like I don't know. But I mean, listen, I'm not knocking anything on the white side. It's just that we have blacks have more of dominant genes because we're the original people and so on, right? So I mean, just things like that. I know you may or may not, but you got to do your research on that one.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I believe it. I have a whole theory. Trust me, this is one conversation I would love to have.
That's a whole nother show.
No, I'm not white. If that's what
I was just wondering. I mean, because you could pass for half white.
She's Puerto Rican. She's
Puerto Rican.
That's what Puerto Ricans are. They're
Puerto
mixed.
Ricans are just basically mixed black, white, and Indian.
They're black.
Yeah, they're
Puerto
black.
Ricans are black.
To me, I identify.
If you look back into some of the history and the tribes and so on, you can see that Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans are actually pretty close.
Right.
But.
Well, y'all play y'all music way
it's
too
like
loud,
Dominicans
way too late.
are black.
Oh yeah,
they think they're.
Sure.
I'm Spanish. Oh no, listen, you're black. All right,
no.
You're black, and so are Puerto Ricans. Yeah, listen, man. I just I want people to wake up and realize. Listen, bro, I don't care what. If you speak Spanish, you're speaking French or whatever. Indian, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're black. I've actually looked at an Indian guy that was darker than me. And he didn't think he was black. You know what I'm saying? A lot of confusion going on there.
Yeah.
But
the Atlantic slave trade just had it all.
Yeah.
Well, I try to, and for me, as just my travels in my road. I grew up in a predominantly black family from the South. And I came up with, I went to a church that was all black where they shouted and they really, the Southern thing, and grew up to that point. When I went to college, it was all white except for,
Yeah.
So I got a really good balance. of
Well, similar for me. I went from Brooklyn at Prospect High School, which is 95% black. I started getting into a little trouble on the streets with my friends and so on. My parents shipped me to New Britain, Connecticut. That was 95% white. Right. And it was kind of a shock situation. But I never experienced racism until I went to like all white school. I never been called the N-word until I went there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all that stuff. But you this is where your pickings become, hey, listen, I ain't got, it's not that, I don't know. But that's where when you're in 95% white school, you're probably going to date a white girl.
Yeah, I was say, that's always been a thing, not an issue, but black women have said about NBA players because most of their wives are white, but that's who.
That's actually not true. That's not true. 80% of NBA players are married to the race of the individual that they are. That is not true.
I don't know. That
is such a horrible stereotype.
I see a lot of younger players.
It's just not true.
But they're going to college.
You need to understand that.
Date who they're around.
It's not true. You need to get that one out your head. That's completely not true.
All right.
He took that shit serious.
Because there's certain.
That shit hit a nerve.
The race thing is something that I love.
They've always said that about athletes.
But that bugs me.
When you get on, you'll ask for a white girl.
Well, yeah, that's a great line.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think it is, man? It's just that, though. Like I said, I'm keeping it a 100. Of
course.
The white chicks, especially when I got in business, and I did not want to be necessarily married or be in a serious relationship like that, the white girls were easier to maneuver. In other words, around
submissive.
Yeah, they were more submissive. They were more willing to cater to your manhood. And
why can't we just say help? Why is it called submissive? Why not just say help?
He didn't say help.
But
it's not help. It's like a lot of times, as a man, you want your cake and eat it too, sort of thing.
Yeah,
you want to kind of
it was easier to do that with white women.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well,
okay.
I don't know, but real talk.
Sam, I've never been a hoe. I don't know. Not calling you guys hoes. Former hoes.
Why you call these men hoes?
No, I'm just saying. I never had a hoe.
Hold on. All right, let's get off this. Let's get off. Let's get back.
It's a healthy topic. Not putting anybody up or down. I just whatever floats your boat.
That's right. I've been telling people.
I just whoever makes you happy, and it's you the one that has to live with that person and be with that person.
Right.
Yeah. Do their good and their bad. So whoever you choose, everybody got a choice. And
so wait, back to my question. You seen a fine ass black woman, built with a dorky ass white dude, that don't make you feel away?
No.
You mean like a real thoroughbred type black woman? Like Serena.
Like Serena.
Serena's a Clydesdale. She's a thoroughbred.
Yes. Megan Thee Stallion.
Even though her man is cool, whatever he does. But I ain't gonna lie, fam. I was just like, yo, she picked some weaker genes for that genes over there. Not saying that the guy isn't a good dude and whatever the case may be, but I'm just looking at how his makeup is. You know what I mean? He's a pretty simple guy, and this girl's a monster. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, what kind of babies they gonna create like that?
Some really smart ones.
But Serena being, they're rich. It's not about the money. Serena being who she is, I'm sure her kids will more than likely, be probably tennis pros too at some point.
See, I only disagree with that because I see so many, and I'm just going to take it to the NBA. Their children, a lot of the kids are bums.
LeBron James' son?
Huh?
LeBron James' son.
He ain't good. Hold on. Let me tread lightly on this one. I'm going to say it's unfortunate because of it's just the amount of pressure he's going to be under. Is going to be. He's just never going to be able to live up to it. He may exceed it. You never know. Not happening. No. LeBron James is an absolute freak. He's a freak athlete. He's freak mentally. He's a freak, and I dislike him just on other reasons. But in terms of how he is built, that man's a monster, and all he does, that motherfucker's laser focused. I'm sorry.
I understand.
His son will never.
I understand.
That's fair.
Be able to do that.
My favorite NBA player that's playing right now is Steph Curry, And
that's just different. Again, half-breed, woo! Rule the world. I told you. All we do is take over. He's mixed.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
I think his mom is.
His mom is white.
Aren't they both light skinned?
No.
Just light skinned.
His dad is.
His dad's light skinned.
His mom might be mixed.
His mom is.
So he's more black then.
Oh God, Sam, he's fucking mixed.
No, because if his mother's biracial, he's not. He's more black than white.
Well, what is Tiger Woods? This is what I want.
Oh, he's Asian and black.
He's Asian and black.
Funny. Random, just what's Tiger Woods?
Tiger, if he's talking about that, but
oh, he loved him some white women.
Oh, Tiger.
Oh God. That's
you playing in them country clubs.
Yeah.
You get top of the line blondies, real.
Sorry, hey.
It would be kind of fly if Tiger had a baby with Serena, yeah?
Nah.
That would be fly.
Nah.
She's too much woman for him, but that
she
would
could have a baby by somebody like Dwight Howard or something.
Right.
A 7-foot sissy?
Dwight Howard.
Yo, ain't that brother got some gay stuff going on? I mean, I don't even know.
Yes.
I didn't mean sissy in that term. I just think he's just brittle.
We low key, you know what? Actually, might have him on Nasty Notice because there's been so many allegations against child abuse, his own kids. Oh yeah, we talked about on the pod when her name was like Sprinkles or something. It was like a transgender, like a gay man, more of a gay flamboyant man, but he definitely is into men. He's into men.
Yeah, she's mixed.
Yeah, she's mixed. So he's more black than
Okay.
He's
So he's
If that's what you think
3/4.
mixes. All right.
He's black.
He's 3/4 black and quarter white. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, but
He's
he's
still
saying
mixed.
fully mixed, which would mean his mother would have to be
But
white.
we're all mixed
Yeah.
with something.
Is his
That's a
dad
fact.
mixed too?
Nah, I think
My
he's just
dad's a
light-skinned.
brother. I played with him for a
Yeah?
minute. Yeah, I know him.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was a
Was he a shooter too?
definitely.
I see where you get it from.
Oh,
See where you get it from.
I watched
And
some of
there's
those
another
old
brother playing
videos.
too. So it's
But back to the black white thing. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Like I know there was a couple of beautiful black women that I dated, and if you ever had that woman that got away from you type, I look back at some of that
Fuck. See, now I'm sad.
yeah, the one girl that got away from me is her name's Tamiko, and I met her here in Albany. She was just beautiful, dark skin, just gorgeous. I mean, white boys would like gawk over her when I pulled up. You know what I mean? But that's just how things go.
Right.
It's just how things go, man. You like who you like. You do what you do. That's what's up.
All right, but let's get off these white women. They get enough shine in the world.
Yeah.
So you guys have a podcast that you're doing together. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we do. We're doing a podcast. It's probably we're probably still about 6 weeks out before we actually are set up to get it going. But I'm doing it with my daughter. The idea of doing it with my daughter, Samantha, who's 34, and so we were on a trip.
That's 34. We're the same age.
Yeah. So we were on a trip heading out to Old Lyme, Connecticut for a Christmas party at my niece's house. And I like to travel with my kids in the car just because I used to do that most of the times when we were like going to the city to see family and all that. So getting them all in the car together creates some really good conversation, right?
Sure.
And bonding for me as a dad with them. But so me and Samantha had this idea. We were just talking about general shit going on in life and some of the music she was playing. And, we had this idea. As I was asking her questions about her generation and, and then the gap between her generation and say me and Coach generation and how we view things that they do and how they view things that we do as OGs and things like that. So it's kind of funny.
I love that. I love that idea.
And not only that, it was to get us spending some quality time and learning from our children, from our daughters, like their perspective on life when it comes to family, business, friends, their relationship with their dad. And
how important that is.
And we wanted to set an example for dads in the community to spend time with your daughter, no matter if she is, young. Obviously, spend time with her as much time as you can, but stay bonded with your kid and have adult conversations when they're an adult and have fun. You know what I mean?
Idea. I love that.
I've always, when you guys explained it on the last pod, I thought it was such an amazing idea to have like fathers and daughters having those conversations together on a podcast. Like,
yeah, because it's going to get deep. You know, there will be some pain. There will be some, but it'll be a lot of fun. But at least, it'll be therapy, and we'll be able to even take calls from other people having situations, and they want to ask us questions about, you know, their fathers and whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's usually three sides to the story. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Coach?
No, I really like the idea.
What's your daughter's name?
Morgan. Yes, I have Morgan. Morgan is I have 4 daughters. 4? 4 daughters. Morgan.
1 son, right?
1 son. Morgan, Mackenzie, Madison, and Merrick. Is their names, and they all are hoopers.
Yeah. Give them that for sure.
Back in the day, they played high school and college. Morgan's an attorney now, and they're all professionals. And
awesome.
And and I have a great relationship with my daughters. You know, and my son plays for me with the Patroons. And you know, one of the things that I was fortunate to have in common with my kids is sports, because they all played sports, and you know, I kind of enforced it, you know, throughout their life. So till this day, we have strong bonds because that's one of the reasons that we do. And it's just a great thing. I know there's a lot of parents out there that would probably we could learn from, and they could learn from us. You know, and just every situation has a different outcome or a different you know, solution sometimes. And we just think it's a great idea to get out there. You know, I've known Donovan for how long have I known you, D?
I can't really tell, man, but it's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah,
he's
for sure.
Locked into his.
And then my son was playing with, you know, he trained my son, Tyler. And Tyler was a crazy shooter, but he started training my son, and my son went to Green Tech with his son, and
everybody knew that we were locked into our kids. You know, he was like, I mean, you know, I used to be trying to see 2 or 3 games at the same time, running from here, halftime, go over here to transfer. You know,
being a sports parent,
I have no idea how y'all do it, and especially you with being an entrepreneur and you being a coach. I don't know how the hell y'all do it.
Well, I don't think I would have been able to do it without being self-employed, being an entrepreneur, because I couldn't be set into a job and do that. Right. Because in the middle of the day, my kid might need to do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I had them in, you know, taekwondo, and they were cross training, all of them at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even my little one, I don't even know how old Chloe was when she was cross training with these people, with her older brothers and sisters. But I just kept them there because I wanted to keep them, 1, busy, and 2, you know, just keeping them off the street. I don't want them to get distracted. And I had some good friends like Larry Oliver that helped me out, and Coach helped me out down at the Stu Band Club. We were down there any chance we could get, you know. So
that's awesome.
That's what's up.
So you're into finance repair.
I'm into.
I'm sorry.
Credit repair.
My apologies.
So I'm into financial education. I do in real estate investments and so on, and I consult a lot more consulting these days than me actually doing a real estate project, because I'm kind of like burnt out from doing fix and flips and so on. So deals still come my way, and I'll look at them. I'll do them if they're a good deal. Right. But I'm more hands off on the deal. Like, I don't want to go to Home Depot. I might have pointed I don't want to see no more sheetrock and tapes and all that. You know what I mean?
I used to have that shit from my uncle, so I know.
But I've aligned myself with people that understand and are really good at those things. You know what I mean? And so, but I'm good at putting the puzzle together, if you will. Yeah. And making that happen. So that's one thing. But what's important in the business that I do is financial education. Most people don't know what their rights are. We're plugged into something called the matrix, right? Yep. And it starts right from the beginning when you're born. Some of the things I won't get into, but if you just look at how people carry themselves in life right now, you go to this little school, they teach you whatever they teach you over there, right? You go to the next school and they teach you what they teach you over there. And everybody believes that those things are, those things are actually going to help you in society and the way society is set up and ran by the powers that be. Understand? So they're teaching us not to be critical thinkers, but to be followers. Workers. Yeah, worker bees, right? They want to create more worker bees because if you don't know the real truth about you and who you are and what your rights are, and then you just get on the hamster wheel like everybody else, and so those things have always made me. They've always intrigued me, for one, because I don't understand. I was like, for me, following the crowd was the opposite I ever wanted to do. I don't know. Maybe that's just a blessing from the Most High with that. I never wanted to follow the crowd because
it's a special blessing.
Not everyone's a leader. Yeah.
Correct. So that's not living what's called a popular life. It's not. I'm not going with the status quo, and all that stuff. Because for me, I just felt like something was wrong. Like everybody's doing all this stuff, going to work, doing this, doing that, paying these bills, and so on and so forth.
Just being busy.
Yeah, having jobs, and I found out later on when I got into business for myself that having a job was considered to be just over broke, right? So
it's pretty good. Like that.
That's what that's what we call it in the industry. They pay you just enough so you won't quit.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
But how much would that be more financial literacy as opposed to the person actually being financially responsible? Because it's
okay.
I personally, at least for me, because now I'm happy that I actually get to speak to you because I'm trying to work on my own personal credit and everything, and trying to do better because I want to do bigger and better things. I got a 5-year project and a 10-year project that I want to do. How important is it for people to like really understand and get comfortable with talking about money? Because I think, and watching some of the stuff that I watch, a lot of people aren't comfortable talking to each other about money.
True. Well, you know what? When you talk to, I'm a guy that's fucked up millions of dollars. Right.
Well,
over the years. So
I would say about anything now.
I could say that.
To be ashamed of.
No. Not at all. I mean,
I'm king fuck up.
No, not at all. I mean, I've gone through the things where, I've made millions of dollars, and then, something happens in the marketplace. Why did I not, after all that monies that I've made, right? Why wasn't I not being able to sustain my lifestyle? And that was quite obvious because I didn't have the proper financial education tools, because that's not what I was taught in school. And when you come from the neighborhoods, right, you are taught, hey, you get that money, hey, boom, you go buy some Gator shoes. Like back in the day, that was Gator shoes or whatever. You look fly.
Jordans now.
Yeah, throw some rims on the car. You got a stereo
Spinning
system.
rims.
Yeah, all
I
of
miss
that.
those. I'm sorry. Some of those shits were fire.
They were fire.
I do miss that too.
I kind of miss them a little bit.
Yeah.
They were fire until I started seeing the spinning hubcaps on the neon.
Oh, yeah. I remember. And they were all over Central. All over. We got potholes, man. You can't have that.
Rims great again.
Yeah.
The rail joints.
So it's important for people, and that's what I'm doing in the community, right? Is people are stuck in a situation where they don't understand their own power because they don't understand that there are laws that protect them, me and you as the consumer.
Right.
And so you go out there and you get a credit card. Okay, you don't understand that the credit card is actually a loan. In other words, right? It's not money that you got in your pocket, right? It's a line of credit. And so we go out there and we spend up that bread and forgot, hey, I got to go to work and pay that off my
and then what they'll tell you about, oh shit, what's the APR?
Yeah.
What happens when you miss a late payment? All the hardships that come with being a doofus.
No, you don't spend that up at the club buying bottles and eating steak at Black and Blue.
Oh yeah,
there's good steak over there, Black and Blue though.
I still haven't eaten there, by the way. But we talked about that last time when Steve ran up his credit card at that strip club.
Exactly. So people do silly things like that, not knowing. Not knowing.
Still paid it off. He recovered.
Yeah. So you go out and you start taking on this payment, that payment, this payment, that payment, this payment, but you got this much income. And now your credit starts getting fucked up, right? So now people's credit start getting fucked up. Either the bills come, the debt collectors start calling, but you don't understand that you have rights, that they're not supposed to be doing that. You know, you don't understand that you have rights that they're not supposed to be reporting certain things to your credit report, be it the fact that you owe it or not. They have to. You are very powerful. Let me just put it that way. All right. And once you learn who you are, and once you learn what your rights are, man, you can make some moves, and you would be shocked that 90% of people just don't know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm here, because I want especially people that look like me, everybody really, but people that look like me to understand that you have a power that you can stand on, and just got to bite it off a little bit at a time, because it's a lot of information, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're going to study the Bible, you know, you got to bite that off a little bit at a time. I said one time I want to study the Bible, I'm start at Genesis.
Right.
I started reading, and I ain't going to lie, by like the time I got to the third verse, I was bored.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, because my mind don't work that way.
It's hard to understand too, that the language.
So, you know, until I got with my mentor, who teaches me a little bit at a time and take it from life lessons. And I'm so thankful for her that, you know, some of the things that she's opened my mind to were mind blowing, because it showed me in business what's going on. And imagine that's in the Bible. It's telling me what's going on in the world in business, what's going on now, like the war is over in Israel and all this. I mean, it gets deep. But you can't absorb all that information fast. It's over time.
Yeah. And like you said, like the school system doesn't really want you to learn. The government doesn't want you to learn these things.
Right. I mean, you got teachers that don't know these things.
Right. And I wish they had some sort of like freelance program where someone like you could go to these schools or colleges or even work.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Workplaces and have a little seminar and talk about those kind of things.
Well, I will say that the Patroon was playing the league called the TBL. It's called the Basketball League. And David and Evelyn Magley, who are the owners, president, CEO of the league, they have implemented financial literacy programs in every city that they play in.
Love that.
Oh, that's cool.
They look for someone to run it and get involved. And you know, unfortunately, not everybody participates because people take something like that for granted.
Yes,
and it's a game changer.
It's not the most, like he said, most entertaining.
It's not learning this shit.
Well, the thing about it is that, you know, our society is set up to distract you. All right, we got the TV shows going on, we got the social media going on, and the kids now are getting cell phones. I'm guilty. My kids got cell phones at I think Chloe got a cell phone at 9. I had a thing where it was going to be 11 before you got one, but for whatever reason now, the last one had one before her, and I just basically, she just inherited that next phone. But I mean, at 9 years old, they got smartphones. I mean, what do you think they're seeing? They're seeing the same shit that we see.
Yeah.
So it's overstimulating to them, and it's just complete distraction. And that's why you see the kids start nowadays getting depressed, because they're overstimulated.
They have
Where else
no
are we
idea
going to go?
Understand like what it is that they're even looking at.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they have also turned the parents into robots with this situation.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are
they don't have time to
pampered superstars nowadays. You know, they get picked up, they get dropped off, they get this, they get that.
McDonald's was a treat. These kids is eating that shit every day. They're eating Chili's every day. Like that, all that stuff was a treat when I was growing up.
Well, I just think discipline is now looked at as a bad thing in terms of, you know, always got to use a calm voice. Like, not sometimes, you know, there's got to be bass there. Sometimes you got to yell.
Right.
Like, and some people need to I'm sorry, we need to get more comfortable with uncomfortable things. Like sometimes
for sure.
yelling is about to take place, and people need to stop being like, "Oh my God, what's it?" Like, shut up, bitch. Like, I'm trying to parent here.
Jesus.
Well, the whole thing with financial education, at the end of the day, is turning on the lights to a dark situation that most of us don't understand, and you get these big law firms calling your house, calling your mother's house,
Scaring you.
Okay, those are all against the law. You can't be doing that. But if you didn't know that, you're gonna bow down to who?
Man,
the God with the debt God. You gonna bow down to the debt God when they call you. You know,
I had 4
we're gonna put a judgment on you, and we're gonna sue you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Didn't you get this money? You got to pay this money back to J.P. Morgan Chase and whoever.
Sam,
right?
I lived this.
Listen,
I lived this.
Really?
Oh yeah, I told him I ain't got shit, so kill me now. Like, go ahead. You'll get it when I get
Collect
it.
that from my grave.
Yeah. So once you learn to finesse the credit game, and you understand, there's two sides to the credit game, and you learn from it. I'm trying to go from kindergarten because that's how I need to learn it, from kindergarten to first grade to second grade, and that's how it's got to be chopped off little by little by little. And then before you know it, by the time you get up to the high school part, you know how to maneuver in commerce.
Yeah.
And you know your power, you know your strength.
Yeah.
And you know that you can't do that to me. Hey, guess what? By the way, you know what? The fine for this is $5,000. Okay, so I'm gonna take you to arbitration, and you violated me 50 times over here. That's probably about $100,000. You know what? We'll take $50,000 as a settlement.
But hold that thought, cuz.
All right,
we gotta take a break.
And we're back. Sam, look at you over there all prepared with your little
I got my notes for Nasty Notice this week. Because
this is so cute.
This one needs a whole series, not for nothing. Like, I went through a rabbit hole with this dude, right? So, Nasty Notice. Nasty Notice is a segment I do every week where I expose an alleged pedophile, creep, all around nasty boy. This week, Nature Boy. You guys ever heard of this guy?
Nature Boy. Wait, Nature Boy.
Do you guys know about
Nature Boy?
Nature Boy. So he would be considered kind of like an influencer.
Oh, I definitely don't know who he is.
So he's an alleged cult, a leader of a cult, allegedly. Even though it ain't alleged. But why I bring this one up is that I remember this first clip that I'm gonna ask producer Bay to play circling the internet, maybe like 2020, and I was like, how the fuck is this man not locked up? So I'm gonna play the clip. I think you guys may have seen it because it went viral. Mm-hmm. Producer Bay, could you play the first clip? Instagram. Yep.
What's this going on here?
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids.
I did not see this.
I'll never be ashamed of sex. My son be breastfeeding and I'll be making love to his mom. That's me, bruh. That's how I get down around kids. I try to keep their purity. I don't want to take their purity away by covering myself up. They're going to be ashamed and cover themselves up. And I'm pure at heart. So you can think in your mind, if I let another kid here, I'm going to have to change the way I am so that your kid could be comfortable around me. No, I'm going to be naked as fuck in front of your kids. My son comes up and grabs my penis. I let him grab my penis. I had sex with his mom.
Take it easy.
Making love to his mother. After I'm done, I'm laying there chilling. He grabbed my penis.
What the fuck is what?
He's playing with my penis.
What?
I let that happen.
What?
I'm naked with my kids.
So I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm unbelievable at this moment.
It gets better. So this probably, I remember seeing this like
I never
2022.
saw this.
Mind you, he's had this cult, right? Carbonation since 2016. He has 4 wives. He has a whole village of people. He moved them from Costa Rica, Honduras, Colombia. Then he went to...
And who's this guy?
His name is Igilo Bishop, Nature Boy. So how I found him is that clip. In my mind, I'm thinking this motherfucker gotta be locked up, right?
I thought that's not fake. This is not fake. What I watched was not fake.
No.
He over them doors.
No, listen. No. He's in. No. I'm gonna keep y'all. Hold on. So for years he had YouTube, Instagram would go live with his 4 wives and his cult and all this shit. He would have the wives beating each other's ass, all types of shit. Right? There's so much that came about this guy.
Really?
Real shit. So currently, he finally got arrested this year. He's currently in jail with charges of rape and false imprisonment. His followers are still behind him, but his first wife has broken her silence. Her name is Velvet. His actual legal wife has broken her silence. So, Producer Bay, could you play the second clip?
Details in the case of an alleged cult leader. We have stayed on top of the story for you from the start. Now a DeKalb County judge has denied bond for Eligio Bishop as he faces several charges, including rape. Just a few hours ago, our Paul Lasuro spoke with his legal wife and a former member of this alleged cult. Brand new video showing Eligio Bishop's first court appearance. The 40-year-old alleged cult leader of the so-called Carbon Nation group, who goes by the name Nature Boy, was denied bond Friday.
To find the defendant to be a danger to the community, a risk to intimidating the victim, there's also a risk of flight, and also the risk of committing an additional felony. So therefore, bond will be denied.
Those words a step forward in the right direction for Velvin Marquez.
This bond hearing is definitely celebrated by the survivors of the Carbon Nation cult.
Marquez, who says Bishop forced her to marry him when she was still a part of the cult and who has a child with him, believes keeping him behind bars will also keep former and current members safe.
We all have a very serious healing journey that's ahead of us, and we do not need Bishop taunting us, harassing us, and threatening us while we are healing.
In court Friday, the prosecutor read a letter from the victim who came forward.
I watched him whip a girl with a leather belt multiple times for 15 minutes straight, ordering her to kiss our feet while whipping her.
She added that Bishop has called his current followers from jail, asking them to contact the victim and get her to drop charges. Former member Erica Carroll prays she stands her ground.
Because he's very manipulative. I didn't want him to manipulate somebody or manipulate the judge to the point where they feel sorry for him.
The defense brought up Bishop's former employment as a barber and claimed he needs to be out of jail to seek medical care.
He has a tooth that is decayed down to the root that's causing him extreme pain.
Nah, y'all never had that.
Bringing up points that really was irrelevant to me. It was just very weak points.
Bishop faces several charges, including rape and false imprisonment. Paul Lucero, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, man. I don't understand when that first clip that I showed you guys, which I said was years ago, how the fuck he wasn't arrested then.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't feel sorry for those women, though.
Hold on. I have a really huge fascination with cults, right? Because I just always wondered about the people who blindly follow, because it wasn't just women, it was men. He was having sex with their women. You know how cult leaders are. Let me fuck your women and children. You know what I mean? He was having sex with these women, having these kids. He only has 4, which I'm fucking shocked. But he had sex with hundreds of women and then had the men working, giving him the money. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's always been fascinating.
I can't even feel
to me.
sorry for those women and whatever those men are. That's who the fuck's gonna follow some. Who's following?
Okay.
I mean, where are your people?
I gotta be honest.
I don't know
how that happens.
It's so many. The history tells us.
is that it's under the guise of spiritual or religious tellings and groups, right? They hook people in because they definitely hook people in with I'll help your life be better. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. You want your life to be better. Follow me. And they prey on vulnerable people.
This is why we need fucking Jesus back in the school. I'm sorry.
We've talked about it here. There was a cult based in Albany.
What's the name?
Oh God, I think it's EXIX.
NXIVM.
NXIVM.
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you about that, because I took a class with NXIVM, right? But I didn't know it was any kind of cult thing.
I have never heard of this.
No, there's a whole documentary about it. Real fast. One of the followers was
His name is Keith. The guy that
he's the leader, but one of the followers who was helping him hook these young girls. She was an actress from Smallville. She was a blonde chick from Smallville.
She got some time too. She
got time, and he branded these bitches. But go ahead.
Damn.
Yeah. So I knew somebody that was pretty close to that situation, and me and a couple of buddies of mine, always trying to do self-improvement. Mm-hmm. We took one of their leadership classes, and I thought it was actually pretty informative. It was actually pretty good.
But you see,
kind of pricey, but it was pretty good. And we were always trying to improve ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I encourage people to spend money on improving themselves and learning new stuff. But nobody knew, because I even got an award at one of their ceremonies up in Lake George at the YMCA.
If you were weaker-minded, Donovan, you could have been a full-blown blind leader. You know what I mean? If you were in a vulnerable state.
I mean, this guy was a little simple guy, supposedly very, very intelligent, and he created these curriculums, right? And he got people from around the world to follow him, and I'm shocked because I'm looking at this dude, what's going on?
Steve,
Keith?
they were recruiting girls, trying to recruit women from Crossgates Mall. That was a huge thing.
I ain't gonna lie, I almost ended up in a cult.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Scientology.
Oh God.
No, I'm not kidding. I went to the building.
Yeah.
Sat,
Where was it
watched
at?
The thing. It was right in Manhattan.
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah. While everybody was at the I don't know. It was one of the big Christian bands at the time playing at the Madison Square Garden. I didn't want to go, but I wanted to go to the city.
is that still existing? The Church of Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
They still got it?
Oh, yeah.
We
You ever
actually
been over there, Coach?
Yo, I didn't. I bought the fucking book too,
Yeah.
and you know how I didn't end up in it. I tried to read the first page, couldn't do it, and said, "Fuck this." I just didn't do it because I felt too dumb.
Two alien. The gist of what I know is that it's about two alien nations.
Yeah,
like
it's stupid.
A war, and then they created Earth or whatever.
It's bad science fiction.
It's pretty much
bad science fiction.
No,
So Tom Cruise is the one that blew that up, or something, right?
they're very much still.
Oh no,
relevant.
they're still very relevant.
I actually talked about on another nasty notice. I don't know if you guys ever watched that '70s show. I forget his name.
Yeah, me too.
Actor Hyde.
Yeah.
He's a Scientologist. They had the lawyer of Scientology, that one of the top lawyers, to defend him because he had raped a girl, like 3 women.
Yeah, it's some wild shit.
Yeah, but
these people.
Yeah, but
I've been to a local chapter up here as I was exploring different religions.
Oh, shit.
The Mormons, this, that.
Mm-hmm.
They would come to the crib and shit like that with their missionaries. And so, I'm always nice to everybody and whatever. I wanted to hear what they had to say.
Right.
But anyhow, I did go to one of the Church of Scientology, and they give you this like test. Like you got to do this multiple choice test asking you certain questions.
I think I did.
Blah, blah, blah. And after I gave the lady the thing back, she came back and said, the results of your test today, you're depressed.
It's the same thing to me.
They said the same shit to you?
No, see,
I was like, yo.
But Donovan, you see, they prey on hoping
Depressed.
that you're vulnerable, right? They want you to be vulnerable enough to listen to this because if you're depressed, you feel hopeless, right?
So now you feel like you got to. So
You need
I see how they suck you in.
something.
They probably tell nine out of 10 people you're depressed.
Dude, I bought the fucking book.
Yeah, these cults. Listen, these cults promise you that if you just listen to me, if you follow these steps, you won't feel how you feel now. You'll feel better. So imagine if you're down in the dumps, you have nothing. You're gonna need that. You're gonna think, yes, please help me. You're
gonna go over to this place because you feel like you're getting support,
and you're like, oh, all these other people are the same like me. I don't understand it. We're not the weak-minded. That's why I think cults are so fascinating, because it's like I can't blindly follow anybody, not even my mama.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah.
But
Coach, you've been one of them cults, man.
No.
Yeah, because you must saw some crazy shit overseas.
You've been all over. You ain't seen a couple
Well, everybody involved in something. You can call it a cult, you can call it something, whatever you want to call it. But everybody's following something.
Yeah.
I must agree with that, man.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's wild, but hopefully this guy will get convicted. I mean, there's so much evidence against him. Like I said, he live streamed a lot of the abuse. Like she said, he would have the wives beating on each other, calling them all types of bitches and flicking cigarettes at them, all types of shit.
Yeah, that's bananas.
Yeah. Well, I went on a rabbit hole from this fucking weirdo motherfucker. Like he, in and out of jail. Then he did porn, and then he was a sex worker, and then all types of shit. So he's just.
I didn't hear none of that. They just said he was a barber.
That was one. Well, that was one of his.
I didn't know all the other stuff.
And he's cutting all these men's hair while you're fucking their girlfriends. Isn't that wild?
That is crazy.
Yeah, but Nature Boy, aka Ejo, or I think
your name is stupid.
Bishop, you're on nasty notice. In the words of the great Anton Dotson, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because they're raping everybody out here. Well. So before we wrap up, do you guys have any anything you want to plug? Websites where people can reach you? Any events coming up? Anything going on? Start with Coach.
What you got?
Well, as I said, we got 2 basketball games coming up at the Washington Avenue Armory on March 1st and 2nd.
Yay.
Kids in free. The atmosphere is electric. We got a great team. A lot of dunks, a lot of alley-oops, a lot of three-point shots. We got some guys that like to put it down. So
nice.
Looking forward to that. So come support the team, support the community, and be a part of this great run that we're about to go on.
Yeah. Nice. Where can they reach you, Coach?
Email. Okay, I have an email.
You don't remember what that is?
No, I got a few of them. I just want to see.
He's my boy. I can mess with him like that. Right?
I had to think about it. I had to think about what I want to do now. Cause
hey, listen, man. You know, when you get over 50, you get the senior pass. You know, you get, you know, you can have senior moments.
Senior moment.
No, that wasn't a senior moment. That was deciding on which one I want to give.
That's what that was.
Okay.
So, you know, because I do have senior moments myself. I'll be on the tennis court and all of a sudden I forget.
Those, but I do have.
I forget I was in a tennis game.
No, I'm driving somewhere like, where the hell am I going?
I do that shit at least once every podcast. I'm like, what the fuck was I just saying?
Oh yeah, brain farts.
3 times a night.
Yeah, I did it tonight, like 4 times.
Yeah, brain farts all day.
My bad, man. I interrupt you.
No, but what was I saying?
One of your emails. Brain fart.
All right, Derrick Roland.
Okay.
44@gmail.com. Cool, that's where I can be reached for any questions, anything, any information on the games. That's where I can be reached.
No doubt. So for me, if you are looking to get into real estate investments, such as a fix and flip, or you want to purchase a home, or you want to go purchase a big commercial building, whatever the case may be, you know, I can help you, walk you through those steps and help you with getting financing and so on, different financial options. All depends on your personal situation and how you're set up. If you're having problems with, you know, bad credit, with debt collectors calling you, you know, collections on your credit report. If you got fucked up credit, you need to get a hold of me. Yeah, it's that simple, right?
Right.
I'm not here to rake people over the coals. Yes, there will be a cost, but my cost is probably the cheapest you're going to find. And not only that, what you're going to learn in the process is priceless.
It's valuable.
You know, it's priceless.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, and I do one-on-one meetings with people and so on and so forth, or we'll do Zoom or we'll do a FaceTime, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to drop my email. You can get in touch with me there. It's talking to the number 2 people at Gmail.
Awesome.
All right. Or you can inbox me on my Instagram, Donovan Rhoden.
Right. And it'll all be in the link down below.
No doubt.
Awesome.
So, before we finish, damn it.
Thank you guys for coming again. I knew he was gonna.
You got another brain?
I really did. I was going for something.
Man, that's some good weed because it's still lasting. You still smoke. It's still hot.
Yeah, but no, thank you guys for coming again.
I really thought I had something good too. I'm sorry.
I enjoyed being here. This was fun. It was informative. I've learned a few things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You learned not to date white women.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm just kidding.
No, I don't have anything against anybody.
No, I
know, I'm a strong black woman in my life.
Hey.
And
And you guys can catch me at the speed dating thingy. I have no idea where it is, and I'm still mad that I'm fucking the only one going out of this fucking group, even though I was promised other people was gonna go.
I mean, listen, I can't help you there.
Speed dating?
Speed dating. So Steve Stein.
What's that all about?
This fucking one made me do it.
No, listen, Steve is single. He's been single for years.
Okay, not years. It's not years. All right, you're forgetting last year. Thank you.
Okay. Sure, but like you've been single for a long time, and I think Steve's a good dude. He's a catch. He doesn't put himself out there.
I don't.
He's not on dating sites. And
At
you know
all.
the new way. It's hard to meet people.
Why, you scared, dog?
Yeah, just honestly, I think.
Are you shy?
Okay, at first, yes, but I think these women are quitters. I'm sorry, they do not make women the way they used to, because I'm somebody you really have to take time to get to know.
Say the same thing about men. They don't make anyway.
I'm like Sam.
No one's patient.
Sam, you know for a fact that I am an individual that. So, for instance, if you were going to introduce me to one of your friends, how would you do it? And if you were being fucking honest with them, go ahead.
I would honestly say Steve, and I've said this on the podcast. I think you're a catch. Steve's a catch, right?
No,
you gotta
be honest.
You know,
I
ain't know that.
I got some single daughters. I'm trying to. Yeah, I got some single
All
daughters.
we're saying is, Sam, how would you do it? Because there's only one way. There's only one answer to this.
I'm getting there. I would be honest. I'd be like, Steve's a good dude. He's a catch. He just, he's a lot. Emotional.
Explain a lot.
Emotional. That's what I would say.
All right. So how would you explain a lot?
That you're just emotional. You say the wrong thing sometimes.
Oh, well, fuck.
You're very combative on purpose. I don't know why.
Who's going to want all that now? Come on, now.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, you trying to hook you up, bro? How she gonna put it?
Hold on. Other than that, he's good.
Yeah.
Hold on. I really actually am a very nice person. It's just that sometimes, honestly, I've been single for so fucking long. I completely forgot what it was even like to like actually have to
check in and be.
No, I have no problem with that. That's just being monogamous. Like, I have no problem with it's fucking easy.
Yeah.
Ooh, monogamy. Yeah, it's not hard. But in terms of, I have to be like into your feelings, even when I don't think it's that big of a deal. Sometimes I'm just like, oh.
You have to be attentive. And
even if it's stupid,
compassionate.
Yeah, man, relationships work.
Yeah,
man.
it's a
all right,
job.
well, it don't work because they ask me to be honest and then get mad when they get the honest answer.
All right, he was saying, I'm gonna just say it real fast.
You know
before
what they say?
I was dating somebody.
Sometimes you got to lie to create trust. Okay.
All right, see? Fair enough.
I ain't never heard that.
That's
before,
that's true.
Sounds right.
If you tell the truth,
sounds right. Because apparently this made me legendary.
All right, before we're wrapping up, right? So I'm gonna say it real fast. He was dating this girl. She was bad. She had it going on. She asked him, "What would you rate me?" 1 through 10, and he said,
rate me.
"Yeah, rate her attractiveness."
Okay, gotcha.
He said an 8, and after that, it snowballed just downhill. That was it. She was
dog. You was dating her. You gotta tell her she's a 10, bro.
What?
Thank you.
You gotta tell her she's a 10, but even if you don't mean it.
I would say 9 at least. That way, baby, everybody got a little something they need to work on. Everybody got something. Ain't nobody perfect.
He said 8, and she's not an 8 in my opinion.
Is she a 10?
I think she's a 10.
What? And you really honestly felt like she was an 8?
Okay, so again, this is where the story always gets misconstrued because she said purely physical.
Oh,
I wasn't taking it. I was talking about purely physical.
Mm-hmm.
How she looked?
Yes, just how she looked. Solid 8. She's beautiful. She's stunning. She is not enough. I don't date ugly women. Right? I don't date ugly women. But for who she is as a person, she's a 10. I was very specific. I said, "Are you sure you want me to answer? Because I'm not gonna lie."
No doubt. That's how you felt. You got to respect
but
it.
She, as who she is, as a person.
Yeah, that hurt her feelings.
I didn't mean to.
But you're laying down with this person. Imagine like you're laying down with a person.
Well,
like,
shit.
I'm a hard 7, Sam. What the fuck?
You called me an 8. Like, I'm gonna fuck you again. Like, that's why she didn't fuck you again.
Man, if she quit giving it to you after you call her 8, bro, I don't know, bro. She's probably got emotional damage. Right?
Oh my god! You know what? We would start a whole nother freaking podcast. Let's get you guys out of here. But
no, me and her are still cool.
Yeah.
No, she's a sweetheart.
Throw some roses, man. Send her a card.
He tried
do the old school stuff.
No, that's not. First off, you don't know the circumstance or the situation at all.
All right.
Thank you very
Coach,
much.
Wait, Coach. You got some relationship advice from my man right here.
Oh yeah, actually, I could do some coaching advice.
No, Coach is very good at this. Coaching men.
No, I wouldn't say I'm very good at it.
He said no.
But you do have to know how to treat your lady.
I do treat them good.
And
just don't ask me questions like that.
I know, and we all do. Everybody goes, and I see some guys treat their woman bad.
Yeah, me too.
Did you not nasty notice, homie?
Yeah. I mean, there's some guys
on a whole different level.
Yeah, because eventually,
buy her a steak dinner. Take her to Black and Blue. It might set you back a couple of $100, but don't worry about it.
I already did all that. I've done that. First off, I think we need to understand, like, she's
done.
$300 could fix the problem.
Yeah, $300 put his way. You're talking about
300.
300? Yeah,
300.
That ain't shit to
yeah, we'll talk.
I can tell you more off air, but
that's fine. If she got money, but you spending your $300.
She said she was an 8, she was gonna leave anyway.
If she ever sees this, I'm never gonna speak. She's never gonna speak to me again. Hey, you know,
you shouldn't have said that, though, Doug. You shouldn't have said that.
Don't ask me the question. Then don't ask me questions. Don't ask me.
What do you say? You gotta lie to do what?
To get by.
Look, I promised myself
to
I would
create trust. To create trust.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
No, he's right though. You gotta lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes because sometimes the truth ain't what it seems. You could be somewhere doing something and you could have ran in this one of your old people. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that because it's just gonna. Where you been? I was somewhere else.
Start doing
but I'm not gonna tell her that.
That's a problem.
And it had no bearing on her. You ain't doing nothing. But sometimes,
I mean,
I'm telling you, bro. You gotta answer
Steve's
straight.
a work in progress, but I'm hoping that this speed dating thing will get him back in the groove of talking to women.
So Stevie ain't dating a white girl.
I told you they don't like me. I have never had a white girl approach me except one time.
He said he asked how old you are. Wait, 38?
I'm 37.
Okay, 37.
You got some time, bro.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You trying to have any children?
If it's the right woman. I'm basing that purely off the right.
I had my last child. I think it was I was 39 when Chloe was born. I ain't doing the math in my head right now, but I said to myself, God damn, I'm gonna be 57 when she graduates from high school.
That's not bad though.
I mean, this is how I think.
And here we are. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, that's awesome.
I'm just happy that I'm just healthy and, good enough to still be here and all that stuff. But I'm saying this to say to you, it's time for you to do that, bro.
I don't have any. I think everybody's getting this misconstrued. That's not what I'm having the issue with. It's literally, I can't even. We don't make it. All right. I judge relationships based off the first argument. If the first argument goes well, I think we're going to work well. None of these girls can get past the first argument.
How old was that girl that you called an 8? How old was she?
Same age, right?
She's probably a little older than me. Probably like
really?
38. Yeah.
And she took that shit personal like that?
Look, all right, no. Well,
if you're laying down with someone,
that's not the point, Sam.
I just think that that's wild for you to call me an 8 and
you don't think it's wild to ask somebody to rate to the person that you're talking to, dating, to rate me on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, that's
not rude.
I mean, I guess Donovan's making a point because I wouldn't really ask that.
Thank you. I didn't ask it for myself.
I wouldn't really. I don't really care. I imagine in my mind if you're dating me, you obviously think I'm attractive.
Coach, you ever dated any 8s, dog?
I've dated a 2, bro.
Yeah, see, never. Even though I do, I honestly, no, hold on, because I might have to. I might have to take one for the team because my friends took one for me.
Somebody's 2 is somebody's 8.
No, somebody's 2 is somebody's 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because you can see a woman that's, boy.
And a fucking dodo.
You see a guy that looks good, got it going on, but
the one thing I can't stand is a hot chick. But then she just got a fucked up ass attitude that just drives the point way down for me.
That's the 2.
I'm like, yo.
That's the 2?
That's the 2, yeah.
I'm all right. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The girl's a 10. Who she is a...
Why didn't you say that, bro?
Thank you.
I didn't tell her that. It wasn't good enough.
Man. You would have...
Now it's going to cost you $300
when I told
over
you
black and blue.
I meant to say 10.
Oh my God. We'll start a whole nother episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Lord.
But guys, if you... I really wanted to say... Yo, fuck it. This is a great episode. I love this episode. This is amazing.
Yeah.
No doubt, man.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm kind of high still.
All right. In wrapping
No,
up,
Sam, you gotta say thank you to the guest. You didn't even thank the guest.
I said it like 800 times.
Did you?
I'm gonna say it one more time. Thank you for coming.
And the guests want to thank you guys for having us.
I want to thank you for having us.
And
It
you
was
guys are
great.
more than welcome.
And it's the second time around.
I know, right? I'm excited for you guys' podcast. I can't wait for that to come out.
Yes, no doubt.
I definitely want to have your daughters on here if we can.
Okay. No doubt. We'll try
We'll
set
try
that
to do
up.
like a collab.
I would love to do a collab
Yeah.
pod. That would be amazing.
Fun because
I think it'd be funny with Morgan and Samantha.
they're very,
with us and
they're
get their
strong women and
perspective.
strong opinionated.
And I love them. Those are my girls to talk to, baby.
Love
those kind of women.
Yeah,
I love that too.
They definitely that.
No doubt.
That's what's up. So, guys, if you like this show, make sure you like this episode. Make sure you come in and wait, damn it. See, Sam, you got to do it.
If you like this episode, make sure you like this episode. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe. And we are streaming on all platforms. Everything MinorityPlus1.
Put the face away just because he gave you the solo. Oh, look at me. Hi, I'm Sam. Oh, great timing, yo.
I think the cat.
Producer
Sam, why does the cat always come after Coach?
Where the white cat?
That is the second
Look at my
time.
ear, look at my neck. Come on,
loves
man.
you.
Where the white cat at?
She sleep in the room.
Oh, she sleep.
Yeah, but look,
She always she finds
she
me.
loves you. That's Maggie. That's my new cat.
And she attacked Coach the last episode.
Last time out, she took her tail, she slapped me.
All right, guys, but What a great episode. Make sure you guys comment, like below, and we'll be back. So, guys, in wrapping up, I'm your host, Steve.
I'm Sam Crystal.
And as always, please stereotype responsibly. And we'll be back next week with another motherfucking episode. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Minority Plus One podcast. If you rock with us, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, make sure you stereotype responsibly.